Hey, what's happening, y'all? It's me coming back at you again with another vid. Well, it looks like Alexander Povetkin has climbed back into the rankings, or in other words, he's been reinstated. Now, three of the four sanctioning bodies have reinstated Alexander Povetkin as a top 10 heavyweight. Well, two of the three has reinstated him in their top 10 rankings. The WBO has given him a ranking of number 8, and the WBA has given him a ranking of number 7. Now, the IBF, on the other hand, they've given him a ranking of number 13. The only one that's hold out here is the WBC, reason being because we know that Alexander Povetkin has violated their clean boxing program. Well, not exactly. Well, let's just say that he's violated their testing protocol in the way where he's failed 2 tests, and let me get into that right now. So last year, he failed a drug test, a PED test, in May of last year, which canceled his scheduled bout against Deontay Wilder for the WBC heavyweight title, which is a fight that everyone was looking forward to. And then 6 months later, he tested positive for another drug, another PED called Ostarine, which he was scheduled to fight in a title eliminator against Bermane Stiverne. And the winner of that fight would have became the interim WBC heavyweight champion, and that interim champion was guaranteed a mandatory shot at Deontay Wilder after he recovered from an injury during that time. So he failed 2 drug tests within a 6-month period last year, and now about 6 or 7 months later, he's now been reinstated back into the top 10 with the WBO and the WBA, and number 13 with the IBF, and also something to highlight that he's also ranked as a top 10 fighter with the Ring magazine. So overall, he's a top 10 rated heavyweight. So he's ranked number 7th. Wow. Well, if you ask me, I got 2 things I have to say about this. One, if you're gonna give Povetkin the benefit of doubt, which the IBF, the WBL, and the WBA has done, then maybe, just maybe, you should also give Antonio Tarver and Lucas Brown the benefit of the doubt. Now, I'm not saying those guys should be reinstated. I'm just saying if the sanctioning body is going to go ahead and pull this move that seems to be somewhat puzzling, if you think about it, then maybe you should give those 2 guys their rankings again. I'm just saying, you know. And the thing is, too, look, I understand he has suffered, he has served he's actually serving an indefinite ban by the WBC, while the other sanctioning bodies have refused to rank him after the whole fallout with his repeated failed drug tests and whatnot. In that particular situation, I think that the other sanctioning body should at least gave him at least a 1 year sanction, a 1 year suspension, and then after the year is up, okay, you can come back and fight, and you must go ahead and conduct all these testing measures again. All right, so if you fail once, okay, you get a 6-month suspension. If you fail the second time, you get a 1 year ban. Now, if you fail the third time, that's when you get an indefinite ban. Okay, so now, what's another thing that needs to be highlighted here is that Povetkin has been announced as a clean boxer in the WBC's clean boxing program. Now, just worth the note here that he is currently appealing the WBC's decision when they imposed an indefinite ban on him. So now that he's been listed as a clean boxer through their CPP program, that ban could more than likely be overturned. So I would say give it up to 6 months. Between now and 6 months, that could more likely be overturned by the WBC. So we'll see when things further progress down the line. Now, the one thing that kind of troubles me about this, and shout out to Hatman Strikes Back. I watched this channel for a very long time. He made an excellent point here. When Povetkin climbs up the rankings, obviously he's going to probably get frozen out by the other heavyweights. But if he does somehow find a way to fight for a mandatory position with the WBO or with the IBF or with the WBA, That right there is going to be somewhat troubling because you have champions Anthony Joshua at the moment, and you have Joseph Parker. Well, Anthony Joshua with the WBA and the IBF unified title holder, and then you have Joseph Parker, who's the WBO title holder. Once Povetkin, gets himself in that mandatory position, there is no way in the world, in a hell, they have a chance of winning the purse bid against a guy like Povetkin because he is backed by a billionaire financier. Okay, and this guy has never lost a purse bid with Ryan Binsky's World of Boxing. Okay, so the thing is too is that if he wins that purse bid, and then he gets to dictate terms and have that fight staged in Russia. I find that very, very troubling, given all the shadiness that's been going on with Povetkin, and whatnot. So I really don't trust that. But then again, like I said, I don't know. I really don't trust it. I'll be honest with you. I would like to give it a chance. But the thing is, I just don't trust. I mean, if it gets down to it, I'm like, gets down to that point. I don't know. I really don't trust that situation if it gets to that point. But it is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and drop a link to the article below, so you can go ahead and take a look at it. Let me know what your thoughts about this. Did you think Povetkin should have been rightfully reinstated, or do you think he should have served a lengthier ban by the other sanctioning bodies? Let me know what your thoughts about this. I'm out.